What is up, guys? Jake from OneHive here with the next war recap video, and this is one that we had against an Asian clan. They didn't put up too much of a fight. They did use most of their attacks, which we did. Actually, we're not even going to show. I mean, they didn't even attack our number one. There's nothing to see there. A lot of two-star attacks, things like that. But good job to everybody at OneHive, and I've got a little surprise for you. This one's a little bit boring, but I got a surprise for you for the next war, so hold tight, and I'll show you that in just a moment. But you'll see all the Town Hall 11s 2-starred, several of the Town Hall 10s 3-star. They had some pretty low Town Hall 10s as far as heroes and things like that. But we're going to look at a few of them here because some of them were some really good attacks. But good job to everybody at OneHive for sure. The first one we look at is the very top, Crispy Crunch, taking on their number one. This is Town Hall 11, Max Town Hall 11 versus Max Town Hall 11, aside from the walls there, with everything else maxed out. And he is coming at this. I love this queen attack here because he's just going for that eagle artillery. He's going to get that eagle artillery down with this queen walk. Even though it's buried in the base, it's not really set up for a queen walk. He just makes it happen. Wall breakers in. Central forward drops the jump spell for the next compartment. Let her keep moving in. She's going to deal with the enemy queen here in just a moment, which is just going to take a rage. You see the Expo already locked onto her, dropping that poison down, making sure that she's going to slow that damage coming to her. She's kind of taking a long way around the barn here. Finally gets the attention of that enemy queen. And I don't even know if she is in that poison. So it turns on her, takes her out. That prevents her from having to use a rage just yet, or the queen's ability, so that's good. And then, again, it's just about getting onto that eagle artillery, taking out the king's coming over. Now he's going to go ahead and rage it up, take that enemy king out. And here in just a moment, he's going to go ahead and pop that ability. He wants to make sure he doesn't mess up here. He wants to get that eagle artillery down. Boom, just a few shots. It goes down. Then it's just time to attack here. Gets an air defense as well right there. King coming in from the top side. Minion on that army camp wants to try to push in. I think he's got some wall breakers here. He's about to drop to try to get into this base. Yep, right there. A couple wall breakers go in. Boom, boom. That's going to let that king get to that next air defense, which is great. Pops the ability. He's going to come on down, take out that collector, and then on to the air defense. It's going to go down. Here comes the lava hound. The balloons all working its way through. Really great setup. Really great start to this opener, I guess you would say, to this attack. So actually had a legitimate chance at a 3-star. But once he gets into this core here, it's pretty rough. All those wizard towers, those inferno towers, the Teslas, everything is there. And he really hasn't got any of that high value stuff with his queen walk. Did great, got the eagle artillery and all that he had to get, but unfortunately it's just too much damage there, not enough tanking, not enough freeze, and everything goes down. From there, you see the queen over here working on this on these balloons and that lava hound. Unfortunately, that balloon is dropping bombs on her there. Has no ability, has no poison, nothing like that. Barely makes it through and had to have that queen. I mean, this was a huge part of the attack. Had to have it done, but you see right there, finally gets everything down. Queen gets healed back up. From there, walks right in, gets onto that town hall. The only thing that can reach her is that mortar, and the mortar, obviously, with those healers, is not going to do anything. Tries to drop in the rest of what he's got and put that freeze, but no big deal. The queen goes, or excuse me, the town hall goes down, 2-star, 80%. I think that's about as high as it gets. Yeah, 80% on their number one. Take that every time. Good job to Crispy Crunch. Okay, moving down a little bit, we are going to watch a Town Hall 11 3-star Town Hall 10, but again, I like these Valk attacks. I like the style of them, I like the way that they're using them, and it's, to me, just a lot more interesting and a lot more effective than the Mass Witch attacks. So right here, coming in with the Queen, a couple of golems, actually a golem down there, minions up top. I love those minions. Look at that. You're going to get that trash building and that cannon. Perfect. Wizards doing their thing, clearing out all the trash, getting everything ready. For the queen, for everything to start walking in. The queen is actually going to stay away here. She's going to kind of go to the south. But the king's coming down. There's the Grand Warden. The Valks are getting ready to go in. As soon as this wall gets busted up, I think he had a wall breaker malfunction there with that splash damage. He did. Comes in with a jump, comes in with a rage, just tears through these Inferno towers. That Warden coming behind there, protecting those the Valks, the golems, all that just has that much more HP, allows them to get through. And you see, even as that Inferno Tower is up for a little bit, it goes down. The Queen, unfortunately, does go down, but sends the Hogs in on the right side. From there, looking real good because they can take such a beating. He's got the heal spell down for him. There is a double bomb set down here at the bottom on the outside of this base. But watch this. Pretty interesting here. The Warden is there. The Warden there drops the heal spell down and pretty much triggers these at the same time here. You'll watch. Boom, boom. A slight delay, and several of them make it through. So we've talked about that before, how the Warden can do that. Plus the benefit that he'll probably got 1 tick, so it just saved about half of his hogs there and actually ensured the 3-star. So pretty nice usage of that Warden and his cover there, and the hogs and the heal spell. Everything is down, just clean up at this point. Runs around the outside, gets the 3-star. Awesome job to is that Vitha? I'm trying to say that pretty new member. So Vitha 76. Very nice job, very nice attack. All right, moving down a few more here. Warren, our old buddy Warren. Now, this is basically a Town Hall 9 with Inferno Towers, but they are level 2 Inferno Towers. But the mistake this guy made was, 1, exposing his queen. Boom, right over here, very wide open. Warren exploits that with his level 30 king. You know, just Town Hall 9 level king, drops it down, pops the ability, comes in a little bit late on his ability, in my opinion. There, he could have popped that way earlier, because you'll see he's not even going to get the full, not even near the full effect of his rage. But does get the queen and that Tesla, so that's good. And then from there, he's going to treat this like a Town Hall 9 with a Penta attack, because of the placement of these Inferno Towers right next to the Town Hall. I mean, my guy's got 2 freezes. These Inferno Towers, watch how little, they don't play a role at all of this attack. As soon as everything starts getting in range, he can drop 1 freeze, freezes them both, boom, there they go. They're froze up. Even at level 2, it wears off pretty quickly, but hey, you know what? I got another one. I'll freeze them again, rage it up, let everything get right into it. By the time they thaw out this time, boom, they're gone. So once that happens, he does have the maxed out Teslas, which make it a little bit more difficult. And, you know, I think maybe those Wizard Towers were actually Town Hall level 10 level, but still, Warren pretty much just rolls over it with that Pentaloon. Really nicely done. He's got some pups out there on top, minions up there helping out. The queen's down. She's helping out some cleanup. These balloons and that last lava hound are getting onto these last few defenses, just sort of picking them off. But really, the pups and the queen are doing the cleanup here. So no big deal. Beautiful attack. Nicely done to Warren. All right, a few more for you guys. Let's drop down a couple and check out My Name's Not Rick, taking out their number 12. I hear so many people talk about how they have trouble with these really compact bases like this, and pretty much every time I watch someone have trouble with it, it's the same story. They spread their hogs too thin. So what you see My Name's Not Rick doing here, he just wants to get in, get this queen taken care of, so he's going with a couple of golems, wall breakers, the king and queen. He did, I think, lose his wall breakers there, did not get in with that, so he has to beat through the wall. Drops that 1 hog down just as for those distracted defenses. It's going to get in, trigger that spring trap, and then go fly in there. There's the poison on the queen just to slow her down and make sure that she's not doing a whole lot of damage, and the jump spell as that kill squad just sort of works its way into this space, try and get as much value as possible, get the queen taken care of. Obviously wants to get the CC troops taken care of. You can't leave those up in a hog attack. But now, here's the important part. All that stuff you know how to do. Watch the hog deployment here. He's not spreading his hogs out thin. He's starting with just a few because they can get in there. There's distracted defenses. They don't have to do a lot. Then he sort of reinforces. But watch how he lets his hogs get back together. They're getting on top of each other at this point. Watch this heal spell. Gets it. Coverage on every hog he's got on the base. Heals those hogs up. Now he just reinforces. As the hogs move around the base, he's keeping them nice and tight. He's got 11 in the bag still. So he's really being patient with his deployment and just making sure when he drops those heal spells, his hogs are all together. He's dropping in a nice high density location of defenses, takes them down, and then just reinforces. You see he's doing it all the way around the base. His hogs never got spread too thin, made sure that his heal spells got coverage on every hog that was in the base every time he dropped one, and from there it's pretty straightforward. You take them out, last few defenses go down, hogs start with cleanup. He almost lost them to that giant bomb there, but did have enough to work his way through and again get the 3-star. So nicely done by My Name's Not Rick. And remember that, guys, if you're doing these tighter bases, just keep your hogs closer together. Keep them tighter. Make sure they're getting the benefit of those heal spells. That they really need, because there's a lot more damage coming in all at once than there is on those spread bases. So nicely done. All right. Number 19, Rahi. Pretty cool attack here. Got some dragons, got some vows, got a queen walk, got a little bit of everything. And he is going to start it from the top. I think he's going to drop his queen down in just a moment. Yep, there she goes. Healers are going to get on her pretty quick. There they are. And just let her sort of walk into this little inlet of this base. You see dropping the wizard on the left side. Doesn't want her going around the base. Wants her to go straight forward. Wants her to get that air defense. I mean, really, that's what this whole part of this attack is about. Taking out some of these point defense, but also mainly that air defense, that X-bow. Some high-value targets right there. From there, on the bottom, you'll see the other 3 air defenses are pretty clumped up. So his plan is to come in with his golems and his golem and his Valks and just sort of take that area out, jump in, wall breaker in, take out all 3 of those air defenses. So that leaves no air defenses left. He's got the dragons. He can just come on the queen side, take everything out. Great plan, except for it goes a little bit not according to plan. So we'll see about that in a moment. Tesla pops there, no big deal for the queen. She takes care of it. Still has those healers on there. Here come the CC troops. We'll also lure that out. Drops down a nice poison. There's goes ahead and rages them up. Make sure that queen's going to tear through that pretty quickly. Pretty long queen walk, so you don't want to waste a lot of time there. But there's the golem coming down at the bottom, creating the funnel with the wizards, and then there's the test wall breaker going right in. A couple more, boom, gets that opened up. And now the Valks are free to go in, and again, he's got the jump spell, so he's going to let that jump just sort of bring him right towards all of those air defenses. I think he probably could have placed this jump a little bit differently and might have drawn them in. I don't know, maybe not. But the Valks just sort of go to the right here. And from there, they are going to, take out the 2 air defense or the 1 air defense, and then pull all the way off. And the queen engages them. Once this queen engages them, they're locked on her like crazy. So the golem comes up, takes out that next air defense, but one of them remains standing. So no bueno there. But the queen is just absolutely melted all of those Valks in there. So they're gone. The king's doing the tanking, rages up those dragons getting into her, but the king actually takes her out here a few swings. She's down. The queen has met back up. She's walked her way all the way around. But again, his dragons now have a threat in the form of this air defense. The good news is the king has cleared out pretty much everything around it. So as they approach, it's not like they're hitting a high HP storage or something like that. Once they get in range, they can pretty much lock onto it and take it out. And he's got quite a few dragons left still. So you'll see they take out that builder's hut, and then they pretty much move down. The king coming in, they take out this cannon first. But again, right when they get locked onto, drops those 2 balloons he's got. I don't know if that's what it was for. Maybe a contingency plan in case something like that happened. But he did have the balloons. As soon as it focused onto a dragon, he drops it down, takes it out, and gets the easy 3-star. So beautiful job to Rahi. Nice to have those balloons, and just a good plan in general for that particular base. Good job. All right, last one we are going to look at is Taya. Let's see, Taya taking on 24. And I like this one because it's a lower hero level base, or attacker, honestly, a lower hero attacker with the teams on the heroes. So that's, it's a little bit lower. And coming at it from, let's see, where's she come at this one? Taya, where are you going? Just got a couple minions down. Just take out some trash buildings, getting rid of those. Let's see, where's the rest of it coming? Queen, actually, this one I watched a while ago, so I'm kind of trying to remember. Golem on the right side, wizards go down, clear the funnel, clear all that trash out of the way, opens up with wall breakers, has the jump spell, so king, Valks, everything going in here. Well, it's going to jump right to the queen, essentially. She's going to come over and greet them. The poison down for those CC troops. Now, that is pretty dangerous because, again, dragon, balloons, all that can really wreck Valks right now, especially when a queen and a king are on them. But Taya does drop the heal spell down, keeps them up as best she can, and you see most of them making it through there. The dragon finally going down to that wizard and poison. And then from there, just sprinkling the hogs, and the queen's going right, which is probably not what was planned, but actually turned out to be not a bad thing at all because she takes out some defenses and helps out. The king and the Valks are over there doing a little bit of tanking. A little bit of bacon there, but you see she held on to quite a few hogs, had 8 more, and didn't lose all of her hogs there. So has 8 more, deploys them down, and also has the heal spell remaining. So once that's done, as soon as she gets back into this area with that high density of defenses right there, drops down the last heal spell. Again, the queen's still helping out over here. She's got her ability. So in just a moment, she can pop that, help take out a few of these defenses that are remaining. And actually tanked for the wizard tower, so that works out fine. I would have popped my ability there just to take out those defenses, keep up a few more of your hogs, but no big deal. She saves it, and there it is, the 3-star for our girl Taya. So awesome job there. All right, let's see here. Let's show you what I was talking about as far as our next war. I think you guys are gonna be excited about this random matchup. We get, boom, FYSB. One of the most epic wars we ever had was against FYSB. Really looking forward to this one. Hopefully it's a good fun war. Actually, I haven't even looked at this. What would we got as far as town halls? 3 11s and looks like 11 10s. Uh-oh, 6 11s. Oh, man. Okay, we'll do our best. We'll do our best. That's going to be tough. If those all have eagles, let's see if they do. And they do. Okay, yeah, it's going to be a tough matchup, but we will do our best. Hope you guys are looking forward to that. Let me pop this back up so you can see the. I don't think I actually showed the stats on this one. There it is. There's stats on it. And also, I've started a new thing that I'm doing for my patrons. Certain tier patrons, they are getting a shout out at the end of the videos, and I'm just sort of going in order. The first one I'm going to shout out is right here, Stingray from over at Reddit Omega. So Stingray, shout out to you, bro. Thank you for the support. Hope you guys like the video. Until next time, Jake from OneHive, doing my best to help you guys suck less.